Hey everyone, this is Hill Street Soul, and you're tuned in to the core with the Millennial Coach, discussing topics on real life. Check it out. Everywhere you go, don't forget the ghetto. Listen to the core.
What's up, people? It's the Millennial Coach. I'm back for part 4 on being CEO of your life, and we're talking about choice. But before we do, hot topic. Right. So forgive my dress, right? I buy clothes sometimes online, right? And I'm really good with my sizes, but sometimes, these dresses with the string bit, they like a bit too low. And I'm like, I don't need to be showing all of that. And so I had to tie it up a bit. So forgive the outfit. There's no wardrobe people here except for me. So we ain't doing all of that extra stuff. We're just doing makeshift stuff. But my hot topic is, I have to join in with Monique, the bonnets. Yeah, the girls that are rocking the bonnets and the pajamas, and no, not cute at all. I don't care what race you are. At least look like, I don't know, somebody when you're going to the supermarket. Like, don't look homeless when you're going to the supermarket. It's not cute at all. Okay, a headscarf wrapped nicely, but those bonnets, just horrible. Absolutely, so unattractively horrible. I'm sorry to say, and I'm sorry to be, but there is, if we sit here, right, let's talk about someone like Shawnee O'Neill. I don't know if she's still going by that. No, it's Henderson now, right? Because she's married. The creator of Basketball Wives. She never this woman's hair is so on fleek. I don't know if that's still a word, right? Because I don't pay attention to what people are doing and saying. But it is, Shawnee is gorgeous. She doesn't go out wearing a bonnet. Oprah doesn't go out wearing a bonnet. Do you get what I'm saying? Lala Anthony doesn't go out wearing a bonnet. Kim Kardashian doesn't go out wearing a bonnet. So let's look at success, being the CEO of your life, and how you show up in the world. Wearing a bonnet isn't the one. So my advice, my people, stop doing it. It's not attractive. It's not doing you any favors. That bonnet, African headscarf, is so much more attractive. Even I went to a girl in the gym because I'm useless at wrapping hair. And I said, your headscarf is phenomenal. Phenomenal. So, bonnets, people. And all the man them, please, if your girl is going to the supermarket looking messed up, I'm begging you, have a chat. And the reason I'm saying have a chat, because if that was me, my older brother, he would say, listen, I remember one time I was going through a tough time and I had this disastrous wig on. One day he came to me, he said, listen, yeah, that is not working out. That look, it's not working for you. And then you have to sit and you have to readdress, yeah, okay, I'm going through problems, but it can't be that bad. So don't look like your problems, or don't look like your bank account, because the bonnet thing makes you look like a bank account that I don't want to have. So my bank account wants to look like Oprah's bank account, so my hair will be done. The Ethiopians, they did a good job, right? This doesn't need to come out, but they did a good job, right? You want your hair braided, you want a hairline, stick to the Ethiopians. See? And the reason I'm saying that, I had a hair transplant, and it's taken me, again, another how many years? I did it in 2020. It took me 4 years, really. I think I started talking about after 2 years, because it was a traumatic experience. But I did it not because I was braiding my hair, and as I say, I love my African hairdressers. They're so dope. But sometimes you people, you delete our hairlines. Delete. You press delete on the laptop, it's gone. But our hairline, delete. Please. Ethiopians. That's where I go. And since I lived in the Middle East, Eritreans and Ethiopians have been amazing. My hairline is on point. And because I've suffered from endometriosis for such a long time, my hair started to fall out. And I had tried every cream I had. And then this side in particular, It literally, I didn't braid it, nothing. It just started receding. And honestly, as a woman, I'm going to be honest. This is why bonnets are offensive to me, because our hair is our crown as women. Doesn't matter your race, our hair is our crown, right? And we feel really beautiful when our hair is done. I am not, like someone said to me when I remember I bought a Mercedes E250, right? And someone said, tint the windows. I said, I'm looking for a husband. What am I tinting the windows? But this is the thing. We want to find things, or we want to be somebody, and then we keep hiding ourselves. This is not being the CEO of your life. Being the CEO of your life is being at the forefront. I know it's taken me a while to get the show out, but being the CEO of your life, you need to be out there, and you need to present yourself accordingly. So one thing this girl did say to me that I really did appreciate: dress how you want to be addressed. Dress how you want to be addressed. It's really simple. So bonnets, I actually don't pay attention to people with bonnets because I just don't really take you seriously at all. I just think you're not serious about life. And it's nothing to do with shaming someone. I think if you are going to be the CEO of your life, you want to position yourself in a way that people are going to see you, respect you, and actually want to talk to you. And if you think I'm wrong, wear a bonnet to work and you'll see how people will respond to you. So that bit of the section, that my rant or my hot topic is over. Wendy Williams, I miss you. I love you. Come back somehow, some way. We want you back, honestly. The power of choice. And this is why it's important, because choice can close a door, even down to wearing a bonnet. Somebody, you can never ever turn up somewhere and someone takes you seriously or even shows you respect. Now, if you don't know who she is, I don't know if I can see one of her books. Caroline Myss is, to me, one of my superheroes. I don't know if you can see. The Creation of Health. Caroline Myss is a superhero. She came to London and I went to her talk. This woman, when you're, okay, so there's three people in my life that I've seen on a stage and I've been like in awe of in terms of their purity of soul. Janet Jackson, she is like an angel on the stage, literally. So beautiful as a human being, her whole soul and spirit. So Janet, hook me out of a ticket, sis. Sade, that woman, elegance personified. Sade, I don't know any musician like a human being that literally floats on the stage with whatever she does. She's just like an angel. And then there's Caroline Myss, right? Now she did a TED talk on choices. And I remember I gave it to a guy that I went on a date with, right? He didn't understand it, so that relationship didn't go anywhere. And the reason is, if you don't understand her TED talk, please delete my details to the Mendem, because choices isn't necessarily about where you work, because you can work anywhere, you can do anything. How you think is such a fundamental choice to the life that you're going to live. So when you are doing things, the friends you're selecting, the man you're choosing or the woman you're choosing to have a child with, or if you're not choosing to have it with somebody, you're choosing to do it alone. The choice is an authority in your life. Having choice is an authority in your life. It's something that empowers your life. A CEO of an organization has to make decisions, which is a choice. They have to reduce staff. So when people are made redundant, they have to hire certain types of people. They have to manage and coach people. That's a choice. Okay, that's a huge choice. So think about what the impacts of the choices that you're making. Because one choice leads down a whole trajectory of an experience. It's not just one choice, it's a choice of many other things and people on the journey. What I love about Caroline, I'm going to read something from her TED Talk. I actually transcribed the whole thing because I just was so like, wow. And this is why I'm highlighting some stuff, because you need to really be aware of a little choice and aware of a big choice. She says this, and this is something that I was like, wow. Liars don't heal. You can eat all the wheatgrass you want, but an honest person who eats cat food will go further than you. Dishonest people who lie, have a moral crisis and do not get it, blame others for things that they do, and they know it, and they know another person is going to be blamed and are conscious of it, and know for a fact that another person is going to be hurt by that. Believe you me, your body, mind, heart, and soul knows you've done that. Now I'm going to talk about an experience I had. So a chap I worked with, he would say things to people, and every single time we seemed to be doing a project, somebody was upset by him. So I actually just wanted to have a conversation with one of the senior people and say, look, I don't particularly want to have a conversation with the guy because I've seen how he reacts, and I actually didn't feel comfortable. So that was what I relayed to the senior person. And I said, he said this, he's done this, and I've got a photographic memory. So the thing about me, I can memorize the dates, times, months, whatever, and tell you what happened. So eventually, me and this person had a conversation, and they call it's a completion conversation, just to get everything out and complete. Then the thing is, don't forget, it wasn't just me that I was highlighting the issue about. The person seemed to act like they started to gaslight me, making out like I wasn't, I was lying. Then they said, how you appear is disingenuous, and I just thought to myself, and then the person says, and you called yourself, I said a certain word, and he said, and I was thinking, and I said to him, you laughed. He said, no, I didn't. And the thing about me, honestly, I remember literally everything. Most people will tell you that know me very well to tell you my brain is like an elephant's brain. It's huge, right? But the thing that I realize is when I coach people, I actually get imprints of their energy. And when I'm around people, I can get imprint. It's really like very spiritually led how I coach, right? But when I'm in the room, when I've been around this man in particular, I don't know what it is, but there's always a little boy that seems to appear for me. I don't see him as an adult. He's in his 60s. I don't see him as an adult. He's probably in his early 70s now. I don't see him as an adult. I see him as a broken child. So his behavior and his choice of how he communicates and the things he does, there's a way that he wants to be seen, and he might use terminology that appears to be mature. But then there's behaviors that, to me, I sit there and I think, there's a little broken boy in there, and I don't understand what I'm seeing. I do understand what I'm seeing, but would I say that to the person? Because the thing is, the problem with some people when they get to a certain age, they think they know better than other people. That's a choice that you make. One thing I don't do, like I've got people that I'm coaching. One kid, he's in his early 20s. I can't remember how old he is, right? And I'm just learning from him as much as he's learning from me. And the reason I try and learn from other people, I don't know it all. I don't. And I can never know it all. And so being open and vulnerable and being clear that I don't know it all is really important to what I do for a living. Having choices is even what you say to people. And trust me, do not make any bones about the fact that I have made choices that haven't been great. I've said things, about people that I haven't been fond working with, or haven't, that I'm just like, I don't want to work around these people. And it led to a particular outcome. But that was a choice I was willing to make. I'm the kind of person, if I speak up, there's two things that is going to happen. People are going to like you for it and respect you for it, or they're going to find you a nuisance and they don't want you around. So when you make a choice to be vulnerable, and for me, being vulnerable is to be open, and I don't mean harm with it. So when people take it the wrong way, they've taken no time to get to know me. I was called miserable by some, old guy, and I'm just like, he can go kick rocks. You've taken no time to actually ask me any questions about myself, to actually judge me on an negative experience I've had to have, and then you're now telling people I'm miserable. It's fine. I don't want to be around people like that. So always remember, your choices will either open doors or close doors. But remember, if you have a journey that is specifically for you, you have to take the rough with the smooth with the choice that you make. And don't be sad about the choices. Don't be sad about the choices. The choices are supposed to happen. But I want to highlight one thing, and this is something Caroline ends her podcast, sorry, her TED talk with, and I totally agree. And it's something I've always lived by, but I think in the most recent last 6 months I haven't, and I cannot, for the life of me. I think I was in an environment that was so toxic that I lost myself. So I can honestly say that I was in an unhealthy environment, and sometimes you don't realize that you're actually behaving in a way that you don't normally behave, because how I showed up, that's not traditionally how I am. I don't complain. Anyone that knows me, I'm not a complainer. Somebody told me I was gossiping when I asked for feedback and support. If that's what you want to call gossiping, knock yourself out. So this is the thing, is you also have to choose whether you believe what people say about you. Because what people think about you is none of your business. And what these people think about me, who cares? What people think about you, who cares? They're not the people that gave you life. They're not the people that are feeding you. Even if yes, you get a salary, but guess what? You can get another job. Or you can build a business yourself. So being the CEO of your life is knowing you have choices. Knowing you have choices. Whether they work out for in your favor at that moment or not, it's a choice that you've made. There's choices I've made and I am happy with them. And there's choices you make. It might feel crap right now. Know that you can do good with the outcome. But let me just finish it off before we head out. Caroline says, and I love Caroline Mace, honestly, what a pure, pure soul, pure spirit. Please find her on YouTube and watch her videos. If you're ready for spirituality from a completely different paradigm, like she's not religious. This is why I love her. She always says, I'm not into religiosity. Caroline, I love you. Absolutely love you. So she says, I will not pass my suffering on, but my wisdom, and make the decision. You will either pass on the wisdom you've learned or the suffering. Go harvest the wisdom, because everybody has a choice. I'm usually quite wise. I don't know what happened to my energy with the environment I was in. That wisdom somehow evaporated. But when you recognize you're not being yourself, there's a choice you have to make. I am the Millennial Coach, and I've hoped you've enjoyed the fourth installment of being the CEO of your life on Choices.